Hello, grade 8. I trust that you are doing well. I'm happy to be with you yet another class session for yet another class session. Right? How are we doing? Awesome, awesome. I'm happy that you're doing well. Indeed, I am doing well. Thank you. Thank you so much for asking. Now, what I want for you to do, go and get all the, whether it's your pen, your book, whatever it is that you need. Ensure you have your laptop charger, phone charger, because we are going to jump right into our session, right? So I trust that we won't have any internet connection problem. I'm hoping for the best for this session, right, Jaylan? Awesome. All right, so we are going to get started with this our session. Are you ready? Awesome. Now, for the past 2 days, we have been looking at a specific topic, right? So, anyone wants to remind me what we were looking at? Yes, we are revising what we had looked at in previous lessons, right? So, remind me. All right, so indeed, we have been focusing on metaphors and simile. Who would like to share with me? What do you recall about either of them? Any one of us, go ahead. All right, so you're saying a simile, G Kwan, a simile, a comparison of two different things using the words like or as. Awesome. Share an example with me, Michaelia. So on her first day of school, Jane was as cool as a cucumber. Awesome. Share another example with me, Milene. Her heart is like gold. All right. Anyone else want to share an example? Using simile, right? We're talking about simile. So he eats like a pig. Awesome. So there you're realizing that we're having a comparison of two different things, but yet the word like or as is being incorporated. Yes. How about metaphors? When we talk about metaphors, uh, what do you remember? All right, a comparison of two different things that does not use words like as or like. Share an example with me. All right, so an example is Noah has a heart of a lion. Who would like to share yet another example? Go ahead, share your example with me. So he is a pig. That's good. You are my sunshine. Awesome. The world is a stage. Very good. So I realize that you are aware of similes and metaphors, right? And I think I have here, let me just share my screen with you. Let me get my screen. All right, just a moment. My screen is coming up. So I realized that you are comfortable with this, right? And as was said in previous classes, when we talk about similes, which was rightfully said, yes, using like or as to compare one thing to another, while metaphors compare without the use of like or as. Similes referring to explicit comparisons, while metaphors, implicit metaphors, right? They both have in common they're figures of speech and they're used to create mental images, right? Mental pictures. All right. So the big question is what else makes writing fun to read? What else can make writing fun to read? Let me give you an example. All right, so what is unique about cartoon shows with what is unique about cartoon shows with animals? That's the question. What is unique about it? Right, okay. All right, let me probe you again. What can SpongeBob SquarePants do that real sponges cannot? All right, now we're getting somewhere, Deshaun. They can talk. Ashley Ann, walk. SpongeBob can jump, right? Play, run, etc. Right, beautiful. Now, based on that information there that was given, based on that little mini exercise, what do you think we will be talking about today? What do you think our topic will be? Awesome job. We will be focusing on personification. Awesome. Awesome. I have brilliant students here. Now, we are going to focus on our objectives for this session. All right, so we're going to place our attention on the screen. Are you seeing the screen? No, let me just go ahead and share it with you. Let me share my screen with you. All right, so by the end of this session, you should be able to define personification. You should be able to identify personification in writing, identify and generate personification in a variety of contexts, and you should be able to use methods to comprehend personification in text. Now, those are our objectives that we will be focusing on. All right, so I'm going to allow you to watch a short video clipping on personification. So please pay keen attention. All right, so let's go. Let me ensure that the screen is sharing so you're able to view what I'm also viewing. Awesome. Here goes.
Hello viewers, the topic of today's video is literary device personification. Before I begin, please press the subscribe button. Thank you. So what is personification? It is a literary device. It is also called a figure of speech. Basically, whenever inanimate objects or things or abstract notions, ideas are spoken of as if they are alive, as if they have life, then it is called personification. हिंदी में बात करूं तो जो निष्प्राण चीजें होती हैं, जिनमें कोई भी चीज जिसमें लाइफ नहीं होती, जीवन नहीं होता, उसके एट्रीब्यूट्स या उसके अंदर हम ऐसी क्वालिटीज की बात करते हैं कि जैसे उनमें लाइफ है, तो उसे पर्सोनिफिकेशन कहते हैं. जैसे हंसना, बोलना, चलना, खाना, बुलाना, बाहें खोलना, कुछ भी. So opening of arms by any inanimate object is personification. Then it comes, why is personification used? Well, friends, it's a choice of the writer, of a poet. It's a decorative device. So it's all about presentation of words. Basically, personification brings inanimate objects to life. So by this way, it adds life and vividness and gives creative perspective, add a different edge to ideas. Let's see our first example. The sun smiled at us with open arms. We all know sun is a star. It gives us light. But sun smiles. Now smiling is a human attribute. With open arms, we see that sun does not have any arms. Yet this sort of use is like as if we are giving lifelike qualities to sun. So it is an example of personification. Our second example is, my village streets are calling me. Now streets, गलियां किसी को बुलाती नहीं हैं. Streets do not call anyone. But yes, it is an assumption. So it is a personification. We are assuming that streets are calling. Example 3 is from literature. Poem My Mother at 66 by Kamla Das. Looked out at young trees sprinting. Now, sprinting means running. So, trees, although we say that trees have life, but trees do not move at all from their places. So, when we are saying that trees are running, trees are sprinting, it is again giving a human like quality to trees. So, this is personification. My next example from literature is from the poem Two Sunflowers Move in the Yellow Room by William Blake. Although when sunflowers moving in the room, the title itself is depicting personification, yet the lines, "Oh, William, we are weary of weather, said the sunflowers shining with dew." So, in this poem, as if sunflowers are speaking to William Blake, the poet, it says, "We are weary of weather. Flowers have got tired of this weather," said the sunflowers. Sunflowers are speaking. So, this is depicting personification. So, I hope you understand that whenever any lifeless thing, किसी भी निर्जीव वस्तु में जब हम human like qualities, life like qualities डालते हैं. So whenever any lifeless thing is having human like qualities, it is an example of personification. So thank you very much. It was very crisp. I hope it would have helped you. So do like, share and subscribe.
All right. So based on that video clipping there, do you understand when we talk about personification, what it means? Any questions, read this? No? Yes? All right, so I'm going to share with you a PowerPoint. So we're going to discuss this, right? So in short terms, let me just get this on the screen again. Let me put it in presenter's mode so it's big enough, right? All right, so let me get it in presenter's mode. So when we talk about personification, it is pretty simple if you can remember that it's really giving human traits or quality, feelings, action, or characteristics to non-living objects, right? So once you're talking about personification, you are really giving non-living things human traits. For example, the window winked at me. Pay attention to that example. The window winked at me. All right, moving along. How do I get the next slide? All right. So the next slide that we're looking at. So turn to the window. Do you see it winking? I want it in presenter's mode so it's big enough you're able to see it. So turn to the window. Do you see it winking? Are you really trying? Look hard. Can you see it yet? You're looking still, Danielle? All right. Ashlyn, you're still looking? Okay, continue looking. Got you. No, of course you don't. Windows can't wink, right? So the windows cannot wink. So the verb wink is a human action. A window is a non-living object. You see that? Ta-da! It is personification. So once you can remember that when you talk about personification, you're really personifying a non-living thing to that of a human trait. Any questions thus far? No? Yes? Are you understanding? Awesome. All right, so let's move along. Come on, slide. All right, I think it's a bit difficult here with the screen like this. It's not showing me as how I want it to. So I hope if you're having trouble seeing it like this, please indicate. All right? It's a bit hard like that. All right, so here are some personification examples. We're going to pay attention to some of these. So the sailboat danced gracefully past us. The sailboat danced. Now, can a sailboat dance? It cannot. So you realize there that they're giving the non-living thing, they're giving the sailboat a trait of human being, right? To dance. So it is coming alive. Awesome. The flames ate angrily at the burning house. Another example. The once proud trees bent meekly before the storm. The broad flat rock laying sunning itself by the stream. So those are some examples. So let me get this one bigger. So now, how personification creates a word picture. Now it's your turn. Can you recognize the personification in each sentence below? Can you recognize it? Look at it carefully. Number one. Number one, it says, the fog crept silently into the valley. Awesome job. So the fog, it cannot crept, right? Awesome. Good job. So it crept silently, right? So they're giving a human trait there to what? To the fog. Awesome. The tree fought the wind with its branches. Can the tree actually fight? It cannot. Awesome job. I love the fact that you're thinking. I love the fact that you're thinking. All right, so double check on number 3 for me. What it says. So the computer devoured information all day long. The computer devoured information. So again, here, the computer devoured, right? So it's giving human quality to the computer. Number 4. The hikers left the meadow and were shadowed by the forest. Right? So the hikers left the meadow and were shadowed by the forest. Can they actually be shadowed by the forest? Awesome job. Next slide. Good job. All right, so let's practice. Look at the words below. Try to give each word a quality of a human and write a sentence in your writer's journal. Well, you can go ahead and you can type it in the chat or you can write it in your writing book. All right? Now quickly draw the literal version of one of your sentences on the page, and you can go ahead and share it with the class, or if you want to share it in the chat, that is okay. And the terms are stars, table, grass, and night. So I'm giving you a minute to do that. All right, we should be finished by now, yes? We should be finished. Awesome. All right, so the next slide. So here you're thinking, right? You're thinking. So once we remember that with the personification, we're really giving non-human, right? Non-living things, rather human qualities, human traits. So what is the object being personified and the meaning of the personification in these sentences? So looking at number one, I will be taking note of these, so ensure that you're doing them, right? So number one, the wind sung her mournful song through the falling leaves. Can the wind actually sing, or should I say sing? Can the wind actually sing? Can the wind sing? Okay, all right. The microwave timer told me it was time to turn my TV dinner. So you were seeing there, it's like the non-living things that they're actually talking, right? They're actually talking here. How about the video camera observed the whole scene? Haha, you're thinking, right? Can the video camera actually observe? Okay. Write your answers. Write your answers. The strawberries seemed to sing, "Eat me first." So the strawberries seemed to sing, "Eat me first." Are we able to move on? Awesome. So poets often use this form of figurative language to create exciting visual images with words. And if you realize in the previous activities, you realize that the non-living things that they were actually coming to life, right? And it seems rather interesting. It was really, really exciting when you were reading them, right? And going through because they were given life. So, really, for fact, poets tend to use this figurative language because it really brings forth life to their writing. Readers tend to be more engaged and in tune with what is being read. All right, so let's share some of the examples. Now it says, what characteristics does this snow have? So I'm looking at this poem here. So you're going to write the characteristics of the snow. Here goes. Snow speaks to the people it's falling above in the glooming sunlight. Its white sparkling voice echoes as it falls through the air. And this is written by Jake. So again, it says, snow speaks to its people, to the people it's falling above in the glooming sunlight. Its white sparkling voice echoes as it falls through the air. The second one, Summer Grass by Carl Sandburg. Who would like to read this one for us? All right, go ahead, Damien. Are you hearing our class? All right, I think you need to turn up the need to tune it. You need to speak a bit louder for us. Summer grass, it aches and whispers. It wants something. It calls and sings. It pours out wishes to the overhead stars. The rain hears, the rain answers. The rain is slow coming. The rain wets the face of the grass. So again, it says, Summer grass aches and whispers. It wants something. It calls and sings. It pours out it pours out wishes to the overhead stars. The rain hears. The rain answers. The rain is slow coming. The rain wets the face of the grass. And we're going to look at the last example, the last poem here. And the last one that we're looking at, what it says. April Rain Song by Lanston Hughes. Let the rain kiss you. Let the rain beat upon your head with silver liquid drops. Let the rain sing you a lullaby. The rain makes still pools on the sidewalk. The rain makes running pool in the gutter. The rain plays a little sleep song on our roof at night, and I love the rain. All right, awesome. Any questions, any concerns? Read this. Any questions, any concerns? So now we are able to do our activity, right? All right, awesome. Now for your activity, you will be writing a letter as a personified non-human object to a human of your choice, right? In your letter, you must explain your non-human traits. So I'm going to send that information in the chat. You will have access to it. But I will provide you with a model of a dog writing a letter to its owner. All right, and you can go ahead and identify the traits the dog has. All right, so I'm giving you a model just to show you what to do, what I'm expecting in your work. All right. All right, so the dog is here now writing to its owner. So, dear owner, this is the dog writing, It may somehow that you are receiving a letter from me, your dearest dog. But I wanted to let you know that I do understand when you are speaking to me, and I always have fun playing with you. I also have some important and exciting news to share with you. When you're not around, I talk to my cat friends, but they're definitely not as cool as you are. So I left the farm one day, and as soon as I was walking up the road, I discovered that I had superhero powers. I could walk on just two legs, and I could begin to talk to other humans around me. And then the dog closes the letter. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Love, Chloe. What's the name of the dog? Indeed, it is Chloe. All right, so what do you observe from this letter? What do you realize? All right, the dog is able to speak, right? And we all know that dogs cannot talk, right? But in this case, the dog is getting the human trait. So the dog is able to talk, and the dog is able to reason out things and to explain. Can a dog explain? No, a dog cannot explain. And here Chloe is telling the owner that she has some things to discuss, right? And Chloe started to inform that when you're not around, I talk to my cat friends, etc. So do you understand what to do? Awesome. So I'm giving you this as a guide to you. So the personification letter. So what I want from you, you're going to choose your non-human trait. You're then going to choose 3 human traits, right? Finally, choose the living object who will be the audience of your letter. Got it? So now you can start the activity for me. So read your assignment. Read your assignment. What I want for you to do, I will send you a copy in the chat as well. You are going to identify, let me turn on this camera. You're going to identify whether each sentence is a metaphor, which you know we touched on that already, simile, or personification, right? So ensure that you do this activity. Any questions? Any concerns? No? Yes? Are you clear on personification? Awesome job. Well, since there are no questions, no concerns, we are going to say bye for now.